Well, good evening on the 9th of January 23. Been quite a long day. Times it's almost 7:45. I was just thinking that on my channel I seem to mention the phrase low vibrational people fairly often in some of my uploads. And you're probably wondering what is a low vibrational person? Let me explain best I can. We've all met them. We've all been at the mercy of a low vibrational individual. Normally, these individuals are best company when they're mixing with other low vibrational people. That's generally the rule. They all seem to huddle together. Low vibrational people, by their very nature, are always complaining. They always see the glass half empty rather than half full. I mean, as human beings, we all like to moan and complain about many things. That's perfectly natural. Of course it is. But with low vibrational people, everything is got to be complained about. And in their company, you soon find that you're very much tainted. A bright day can become soon very, very dull. And it's just part and parcel. I wonder if that's someone on my phone speaking. Yeah, not entirely sure what that phone was doing. Strange. But also, so low vibrational people will be generally, the abusive types. So if you're in a supermarket checkout queue, they're generally very irritable and ready to pick a fight with anyone, including the poor shop assistant who's only doing their job. And so that's a low vibrational individual, you see. Generally they're liars, and certainly thieves, and con men, or con women. Let's get equality correct. So if, for example, they handed over a £5 note to buy something, they would insist it was a £20 note and cause a fuss, because they like having a fuss. They will take gifts, but they won't give gifts back. They'll take money, but they won't give money back. They'll take compliments, but they'll never give a compliment back. They'll never comment on someone's good work. They'll always rubbish it. They always mock people. They always they live at a very low end of the energy spectrum, and that's why they can't mix with anyone else except low vibrational people. And that's why they all huddle together. As I say, they all sit and chit-chat and gossip amongst themselves about other people, but they never chit-chat and, gossip about each other. Well, unless one's not there, of course they do. That's the first thing they'll do. It's they're not quick to admit to their own errors or mistakes, and they fail to identify with their own problems. They just can't see that they have a problem. And as I say, low vibrational people are best avoided in life if you want to have a happy life and a peaceful life. But as I say, low vibrational people are, fortunately, they're not the majority. They actually fall into the minority. Most people are actually quite balanced. And as I say, at the other end of the spectrum, you get the high motivational people who won't cause you any harm, but they can be a bit of a nuisance due to the eccentricity. But that's not really a crime, is it? But, so I just thought I'd talk a little bit about low vibrational people, since I mention it so often. And if you encounter any low vibrational people, you will know about it, because you feel uncomfortable in the presence. That's probably the best way to put it. And you can tell even by, if you're sitting in a street cafe or something, you can just gaze into space and you can see the low vibrational people walking around. And there's always drama with them. There's always something going on of a negative aspect. There is nothing ever positive about them. And even the simplest of tasks, for them employ a huge amount of disrespect, or shouting, or foul language, or just general negativity. So the more sensitive you are, of course, the more you pick up on low vibrational people. And if you're acutely sensitive, then of course it's a wee bit problematic, because you tend to, in some respect, attract these people unwittingly. Almost your positive energy attracts them, just like positives and negatives attracting the protons and neutrons in the atomic world. So it's a lot of crossing the street, and a lot of probably one of the reasons I don't go to shopping malls, because shopping malls are generally full of negative people to some degree. And it's generally in wide open spaces. If you meet anybody, for example, on the mountains, or in a vast meadow or something, generally if you bang into someone, chit chat is generally very warm and enthusiastic. However, if you do get an energy coming towards you, you're generally in a position where, well, this is somebody of low vibrational nature, because even out here in this wild mountain space, they still look as if they're not going to talk. And as soon as they get within five yards of you, you realise that they're not even going to say hello. And if you do say hello to them, generally it's met with a wall of silence. Do you understand what low vibrational people are? They just, they're pretty horrid individuals. On the whole, they're certainly not very good company. And they will bring you down, they will taint you. And as far as low vibrational people are concerned, apart from best avoided, low vibrational people will inevitably bring you down to their level if you spend long enough in their company. And the descriptions of low vibrational people that I mentioned at the start, well, I'm not that far off. I mean, the men folk have definitely got a kind of Not always, but the one that springs to mind has certainly got a kind of rodent features and a weasel-like disposition. And females tend to have a kind of smirk about them, as though they are in better than anyone else kind of situation. It's all very interesting, I think, just from a sociological point of view. It's just, identifying different types of people. Of course, we're not all immune to faults. I'm quite open about my own faults, and very open indeed about faults. But one thing I'm not is low vibrational. Although when I've got my seasonal affective disorder, my mood is certainly impacted. But it doesn't necessarily mean I'm low vibrational. It just means I'm not as balanced as I normally am. It just means I'm a bit more lowly. And I suppose in a way I could slip into the low vibrational zone if I wasn't careful.